Hello everybody. It is supposed to rain this evening. So before it rains, I want to try to burn, there's a burn pile up there. I want to try to burn that. Baby girl is taking a nap and Bubby is finishing up some school. So he is watching her for me and he is gonna let me know if she wakes up. So hopefully she takes a long nap so I can get all this done while she's sleeping. And we had a cherry tree, a big branch of a cherry tree fall down last night. So we have to clean that up. Hubby pulled it away from the fence because the cows are starting to eat it and it is very toxic. So we have to take that up and try to burn it so nothing will eat it. So yeah, hopefully we'll get this done today. Okay, you can't really tell in the video as much, but this pile is massive. I would really like to see this pile gone. I don't like looking at it. I want to look at the tree. I hate that it's so close to the tree and I hope it doesn't hurt it. I know it's probably going to burn this branch. This branch was burnt a little bit before. Hopefully other than that, it doesn't hurt it because I love that tree. It is huge, it is old, and I want to keep it. But I do not want to keep this pile. So I want to start burning it before it rains this evening. And before the goats get in here because there is stuff in here that I do not want them eating. So hopefully we've had enough days of no rain that it'll actually burn. And then hubby cut this tree down like a week ago and have not got time to clean it up. So hopefully while that pile is burning, we can throw this tree on it and get rid of that too. The hardest part is usually getting the fire started. Once it actually gets going and you have a good fire started, then we can throw green stuff on and it'll keep burning, but it's just getting that fire started is so hard. Okay, it's going good. It got started. Now I'm trying to get these bags burnt so more of the fire actually burns instead of just that wee little spot. But I will definitely be happy when this tree is gone and not in the yard anymore. And then eventually that tree needs cut down too, but I will not be doing that today. I need to get cleaned up what we already have down because we have this down, that down. Down in front of the tree is that wild cherry tree that fell down last night. The branches we drug in front of the truck. And we still have a little bit of holly bush over there that needs cleaned up. Sadly, our fire is dying out. I mean, it's still going in there, but not much. I'm afraid we're never going to get rid of this pile. Everything has just been too wet. I know I've had people comment that they're afraid we're going to start a forest fire. That is not possible. It is so wet. It's been so wet ever since last winter and has just not stopped raining. And I can barely get burning the stuff that we've had cut for almost a year. This stuff has been sitting here for a long time. So it should just go up in flames once you get it going, but it's just been so wet it doesn't have time to dry out. I was hoping, you know, it's been like 3 or 4 days since we had any rain. I was hoping it'd be dry enough, but it's not. It's still too wet, which really stinks. And I cannot wait to come up in here and clean this all out. All these trees are new growth. They're all young and small, and except for these big ones. We got this big one and that big one and some big ones like in a line. They were a fence line. They have old wire in them. So I'm guessing there was a fence in there. But all those little trees are new growth. They would be so easy to cut down and clear out to make more pasture. But of course we need to lay grass seed. But it's just finding the time to do it this year has been difficult. So I'm hoping this fall to really get going, be able to work harder on the farm, cut down stuff, clear stuff out, put up new fences. But with having baby, it's been hard. But that's okay. This is just a short time. Babies only stay little for just a tiny little bit. So we will get there. We will get things done. And as she is getting older, I am able to do more like today. She's taking a nap. She usually takes like 2-3 hour nap during the day. So that is when I usually take advantage of that time and get stuff done. So today, I wanted to try to burn this pile before it rains, but that is not going to happen. Well, I actually got it going again. I don't know how much of it's actually going to burn though. I threw more trash on it because sometimes if you get it hot enough, even if it's a little wet, it will burn. So hoping I got it hot enough now that it will burn the majority of it. Usually it burns the middle out and then I got to take the sides and throw them into the middle to burn that too. So It's a pretty big pile though, so hopefully I don't have a whole lot to throw into the middle. And hopefully it keeps going and it don't die out again. I'd really like to see it gone before the goats come up in here, because I don't want them jumping and playing on all that. Now we gotta clean up this cherry tree branch that fell off the tree last night. So yesterday evening, the kids came out, Hunter came out to check on Pretty Girl and the chicks, and a branch fell out of this tree. It was hanging here. Jasmine had started eating it. So hubby cut it up real quick and pulled it over there so it would be out of the goats' view so they wouldn't want to eat it. Hi, Pretty Girl. Look at your babies getting so big. So we are working on cutting down all of our toxic trees. I know I get a lot of comments on the video where Raz was sick about, if you know they're poisonous, why don't you just cut them down? Well, we have hundreds of toxic trees here, and we are working on cutting them down, but it is going to take quite some time. The thing with cherry trees is they are not toxic until their leaves are wilted. So if a branch falls down and the leaves start to wilt, that's when they're toxic. So thankfully, when Jasmine ate the leaves last night, they weren't toxic yet because it had just fallen and they did not start to wilt. So that's why if you have cherry trees on your property, you gotta make sure you keep an eye on them, because if a branch falls off, you do not want your animals eating those wilted leaves because it will kill them. So we're gonna clean this up, cut it in pieces, put it in our wagon. And then we have a burn pile beside the house, on that side of the house, not real close to the house. But we have a burn pile over there. We're gonna take this over there because if it does not burn, I don't want anything eating it. So outside the fence is where it's gotta stay. Well, Bobby just let me know that the baby is awake. So I had to go in for a little bit and then we will come back out.
Later.
Look who's home.
Earl, there you are. Yep, Earl's here.
We miss you when you're not here. It's hard to get things done.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, because of a little one.
Who's that little one?
This little one. Do you see what the boys did for me?
It's a nice pile.
Yep. So after I went inside with baby, Michael and Hunter loaded up the cherry tree, put it on the tractor. I think they took them a couple trips, and they brought it all over to this burn pile right here. So they did that. That was very nice. It is so nice having kids that are getting older and able to do things without me being there. And it's nice that Michael knows how to drive the tractor. Doesn't look like they ate a lot of that. I know they keep pushing it under the fence. I think you need to put it up in the field more. How you feeling, Daisy? You're still looking so skinny. But she looks like she's feeling better, don't you think? She's like holding her head up. She's not got a droopy or anything. She's still just a pile of bones though. Poor thing. I mean, seriously, she is so skinny. You guys hungry? Need to dig it out with a shovel. So I was thinking about one thing today, Dan. So I want to leave the steers in with the cows until fall. Okay. And then I want to put them over where Raz and Gaston were. So then we can really push the feed on them. So they can get really fat.
What do you need fat for?
But yeah, we're gonna have to push the feed on them. So, and I don't want to give all that feed to these girls that are gonna be pregnant. It'll
Hello, steer.
not be good for them.
Hello, steer. How are you doing, steer?
So we were originally gonna sell Raz and only keep Squirt for the freezer, but the last 2 years we have been butchering one cow, and it's been just barely being enough for us. So we're gonna need 2. As our family's growing and we're eating more, we need 2 cows. So we are gonna be keeping Raz this year. We're not gonna sell him, we're gonna be keeping him. So, and I have a feeling we're gonna probably be keeping Gaston an extra year. We were going to get rid of him this year and only keep him for one breeding season. But I think hubby likes Gaston a lot more than he does Romeo. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes, but I think we're probably gonna be keeping Gaston and getting rid of Romeo. But we'll see if we can get him friendly enough to keep.
It's a lot of cows.
It is a lot of cows.
Go through feed a lot faster.
We go through a lot of feed. I fill up the bucket twice. Not quite full. So they're almost getting 2 full buckets of grain now. And you're gonna have to give them a bale of hay tomorrow.
No.
Yeah.
No, I should do it tonight.
Oh, because it's gonna rain. Okay, well you're gonna have to do that because there's not much of anything left in there anymore, and the hay's almost gone. Well, maybe they have more up there than I thought. So that can last one more day.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Till tomorrow's Friday, so you can do it Saturday morning.
Okay.
And it will be a little while before we move them back down in that pasture because the storm that we had tore down a lot of fencing. We gotta fix it. Maybe this weekend I'll get to do that, but they cannot go down there until it's fixed again, which stinks. We've been just getting so much rain and so many storms that can't keep the fence up. So hopefully as the summer goes on, we won't have to worry about that anymore. I noticed they're always all at one little trough. I don't know why they're doing that. They do it all the time. Does Belle let you pet her? She usually lets me pet her when I'm in there, but
I don't want to step in all that mud.
I haven't been in there for a while having the baby. Hi, puppy. Aren't you a handsome boy?
Oh, puppy waiting.
Isn't he a little sweetie?
I'm going.
The kids have been coming down every evening for a little bit and swimming in the swimming hole. I'm very jealous. I want to swim in it too, but I can't because me and Emily are the lifeguards. So I cannot swim with Emily. So we get to just stand and watch and walk around. But it's really nice that we have this. It's like having a swimming pool in the backyard. But I don't let the kids down here by themselves. They're only allowed to come down when I'm down here with them or Dan is down here with them. Are you being a lifeguard this time too? Little sweet puppy. Sweet puppy. No. Don't bite feet. Don't bite feet. That's not nice. That's not nice. Little sweetie pie. That puppy was trying to nibble your toes. Michael, how do you like the creek? Yeah? Is it like having a swimming pool? What? Oh, Jack. He's not going to jump off. He's just watching. He's wondering how he can get down there with you guys. Dan, that looks so much better. It looks so nice. I seriously don't understand why anyone would let a tree grow at the power lines like that. It was up in these wires. I know these aren't the power lines. Up there is. But, I mean, it was all up in these wires and everything and making a mess. So hubby cut it down. That's one less tree we're gonna have to get rid of. And next, this tree right here, he's getting rid of that one. I cannot stand it. It's a pain in the butt to mow around. And the branches, we cut them up last year and now the branches just keep sagging down more and more so that when I mow, I hit my head into them. So that tree needs to go. I'm sick of looking at it. I don't like trees in the yard. A nice big shade tree, I like that, but I don't like all these stupid little trees that you have to mow around. It takes forever. Just a pain in the butt, and then you can't get up close to it, so then you have to weed eat. So I'll be happy when it's gone. Hello, bunnies. Do you want fresh grass? There. Some fresh grass for you guys. Your babies are beautiful. Look at all them babies. 8 beautiful babies. We have to take our water bottles out. It was hot today, so when it's hot, I make sure that I put ice bottles in with them. I put them in the freezer the night before, so they're frozen by morning. Well, it's about 11, 12 o'clock we came out and put water bottles in with them because you do not want your rabbits to overheat. They can die from being overheated. So in the summertime when it's hot, I put ice bottles in with them and it does help. They can lay beside it and keep cool. Look at what I just found. Where'd it go? I saw it and then Earl stepped on it. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. There it is right there. Another 4-leaf clover. Handy, you gonna pick it? Let's see it.
It is a 4-leaf clover. But it's not Hannah's, it's Mom's.
There it is. That's a pretty one. Are you gonna keep it?
Yeah.
Press it in a book. That's the second one that I found on camera in the last couple weeks. Somebody fell asleep from all the excitement. Well, it is starting to rain, so I will see you later.